G'day everyone, welcome to the Outside Man podcast. Just a little announcement first. When editing this video, it became apparent that our main camera decided to wig out during the filming, so it does seem to wander off a bit, but the audio is good, so feel free to just put it on in the background and just play it and listen to our carry-ons as you go about doing whatever it is that you're doing this evening. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you later. Alright, let's get started.
Hey!
How's your week?
Yeah, good week.
Well, we're back at it. The Outside Man podcast, the Layman's Guide Rugby League. I'm Matt. I'm with
Jason.
and
My name's Jed.
Oh, strong name.
Yeah.
we had a good week this week, guys.
We had a fantastic week.
It was a good week of footy. Good weekend of football this weekend.
It was for me.
It was for you.
It was
Yeah.
for you.
You got the doubles.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Thank God women's is back.
Yes.
Got something to cheer about.
Yep, I got a few games in. It was good.
Yep.
It's solid competition.
Yeah.
Loving it this year. Well, shall we get straight into it? How was the soccer? Did you?
No.
Soccer's good. Australia won 1-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we play again Thursday night. If you like a bit of football, jump on.
Is that the men's or
Australian
women's?
No, the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, the men.
Yep. And for the first time ever, I officially love the rain. Saved. Thanks.
Oh
to-
yes,
Yeah,
big
yes.
news out of England.
Yes. We've retained the Ashes.
Don't really want to win it that way, but I guess.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah. As Piers Morgan was having a cry about not in the spirit of the game, losing the cricket with the rain, but then he actually tweeted about England winning in 2013 from the rain. Yeah, it was. So
You just gotta remember, hey, you gotta remember when you make a stance because you gotta stick to it.
That's exactly because you don't know when it's going to come back. Just like Jed moving to
New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Looking forward to that.
every week. It's getting closer and closer.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, jeez, big
You've been
news,
looking
big
at house
news.
prices?
Oh, I have actually been,
Yeah.
yes.
I've
Yeah.
actually got a good mate from New Zealand. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to hook me
Yeah,
up.
yeah. He's going this weekend, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Very nice. Well, we've big news this week. Latrell's going to be back
Yep.
at the moment. So he
Mm.
starts training this week.
Yeah.
It was a late withdrawal last week, so that's big news for the Bunnies.
Yep. Pencil him in.
Pencil him in. Pappenhausen.
Pappenhausen, they're
Whisper.
saying he's coming back for the Falcons, so that'll be good. Either this weekend or next weekend. So
Yep, so
We'll see
we're
him run
recording on Monday night this week.
Mm.
We've got
Yep.
busy weeks this week, so we haven't got the team lists, but it looks
Yeah.
like it's all going to be fairly standing, except for those guys that are going to the judiciary, which will be Tuesday, so we won't hear.
Yep.
mm,
Nico.
Money to power.
Yeah,
he's
think
gone.
he's-
He's gone.
I think he's got 3 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Far out.
we'll update you or just check the news as those lists come out this
Mm.
week. But yeah, otherwise let's go through the women's first.
Yeah, let's do it.
The ladies first this week. So last round started on Saturday night. Titans and the Cowboys opened the 20,
Yeah.
20 what year are we? Oh,
23.
2023.
Still, yeah.
3. Yep.
Titans come away with a win.
Yep.
So good.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
Still like a catchphrase.
up Titans.
Oh,
Oh no, that's Cronulla. Through and through is the thing, but I don't know.
through him. Yeah, okay.
Titans through and through.
We'll try and yell that out next time.
Yeah. Just Titans. Anyway.
Sound good.
Second Saturday night game was the Knights take on the Dragons. So the Knights quite convincingly beat the Dragons.
I don't think a team has got a wooden spoon in the men and the women's. So hopefully the Dragons can pull that off.
With winning a wooden spoon in each.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Saturday night, Broncos
Ooh.
Roosters on Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent game.
Yeah, I actually got to go to this game.
Ooh.
Big game.
Yep. So yeah, I was very happy with Well, first of all, I was very happy with how silent the crowd was.
It was good.
Yeah, and if you did hear a couple of rooster calls, if you're watching the telecast.
Oh, yeah?
Was that from you?
Yeah, that was from me. Yeah, yeah. I had a couple of weird looks from the crowd.
Yeah, don't know the crowd.
I also heard that you were getting heckled as you walked in from some young Broncos supporters.
Yeah, I did, but I
Give
got
it to you pretty hard.
yeah, but I got the win at the end of the day, and and I got to meet a couple of the Rooster players, and
Right.
got to meet a couple of the Channel 9 staff as well,
Yeah.
commentators. So
Yeah.
Phil Gould, saw the photos.
yeah,
Mm.
What was he like in person, Jed? Was he
he was very quiet.
very... Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Didn't want to have a conversation with you?
Oh, he seemed nice enough,
Yeah.
but a bit quiet, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Roosters pumped the Broncos. The winger from the Broncos allegedly bit the winger from the Roosters.
Oh, really?
Got sent off.
Bit hungry.
Send off, red card, 57th minute or thereabouts.
57th minute.
Yeah.
You get hungry about that, don't you?
Yeah, you do get a bit hungry.
Would you? Yeah, you just got to remember. Have a chicken
The
nugget.
winger for the Broncos, Melee, I
Melee.
don't think that's how you pronounce it. She was phenomenal. She just had a couple of good runs.
Wow.
Good solid game. It seemed like when they got close to the line, the Broncos would just punch straight through the defence, and then the Roosters would do the same to the Broncos. So
Yeah, bit more
there's
entertaining.
some really... watch the highlights. I watched the game. Some really good plays there as well, like long plays around kicks and
cool.
stuff. So, yeah, really good. So, Sunday, Eels versus West Tigers. Tigers come away with a very convincing win.
Yeah.
Complete
First
opposite
game.
to the men's team.
Complete opposite.
So, really good there. And then lastly, the Sharkies
Bob Cronulla.
had a good win over the
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Looking good.
So, early days?
Yeah.
So,
Early days?
well, when we were last in a women's comp,
Yeah.
we did really well.
Yeah.
So,
And the teams are very different this year to last year too. There's been lots of player movement. So we'll next we'll have a look at the women's ladder.
yeah.
So 1 through 4, we got West Tigers, Roosters, Knights, and Sharks, and then Titans just outside of the top 4. They all the winners from the weekend, and then purely on points differential. 6 through 10, we got Cowboys, Raiders, Dragons, Broncos, and Eels.
Yeah.
So early days, but yeah, looking good for a season. So coming up this weekend in the women's again, Thursday night game. What do we got at the Gabba? Broncos versus the Titans.
Go
Is
to the
that-
Titans.
Are the men's team playing at the Gabba as well?
Yes,
like
they
a
are.
curtain
Yes,
raiser?
they are. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
little
a
curtain
curtain
raiser.
That'd be
So if
good.
you're in Brizzy, get along to that. 2 good games. Well, my tips for this week will obviously be, I think the Titans will pump the Broncos in the NRLW.
Easy.
Yep.
They're looking solid.
Just got to watch
Yeah.
out for those bites. So
Yeah, well, she might get done.
wear their headgear.
Well, she's the first to get sent off
First
in
ever.
NRLW,
Wow.
but not the first that's been accused of biting. So there was
Not the first bin.
lady last year.
Oh,
but
correct.
she only got 1 game suspension.
Oh wow.
So precedence has been set. I'm thinking that she might get more than 1 though.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. It was one of those. It's like, anyway, no, it wasn't that bad.
I've encountered.
It's all allegedly. Saturday night Raiders versus Roosters. Jed, how you think? I'm thinking Roosters are.
Yeah. Roosters all the way.
In Canberra. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, we're looking very good. So.
very sharp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Roosters again for the win. Second game Saturday, Dragons versus Eels.
Probably go the Eels in that one.
Yeah,
It'll be close. We'll see
I'm
how
thinking
they go.
Dragons. Thinking the Dragons. Sunday, Knights versus the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Knights for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Knights
Last
in that
Everyone
one.
go the Knights. Yeah.
And then last game, West Tigers
Game
versus
around, hey.
West Tigers versus Sharks.
Oh yeah. And
I've got to go the Tigers, I think.
I got to go the Sharks.
All right, I'm
Draw.
thinking, it's gonna be a draw. No, I'm thinking the Tigers might do them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
Good game. Sunday, 150. Check it out.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, now on to the men's. So there's a few games there this week. Thursday night was the opener, Dragons versus West Tigers.
Gotta be honest, didn't watch it.
Didn't you? It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good. Like, I know we all said that we weren't going to bother, but it was a good game. It was Appy Coruscant scored a really nice try off a kick.
I saw that in the highlights.
Winger. That was really good play there.
Yeah.
That whole set was good. I thought the Wests were pretty unlucky not to get the win. But yeah, good for the Dragons, obviously.
Yeah.
I see there that Moses Umbai has been granted an immediate release.
Yeah.
Hull?
Yeah, I think it was Hull or something like that. So,
And Lussick, I think they've swapped. No, it was, Didn't they swap him for Lussick?
Oh, they could have.
Yeah.
I don't know about the swap. I just know they'll let Umbai go.
Yeah. Game of the round, Friday night.
What a game.
Warriors versus the Raiders. Warriors 21, Raiders 20. It's
As
controversial though.
As a
bit of
fan who
controversy.
didn't care who won, I enjoyed it a lot.
yeah.
Very entertaining.
Interesting plays, but I think the better team won in the end.
They only just won. Like realistically, they should have won by more than 1 point.
They should have.
Because that last set from the Raiders scored back to back. The set that they scored, and then Warriors kicked off, and literally the first or second play in that set, they scored off it to bring them back up to 20 all. It was lucky that Croker missed the kick.
Made it so exciting.
Yeah, and that was like within the last couple of minutes. Last minute, I think it was.
Yeah. Just quickly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Sean Johnson's field goal clutched it for the win.
The King, New Zealand's looking good.
What did you think about Charles Neville-Kostak coming across to save the try? Do you reckon it was high? You know, when he came across and...
that was Wuteni Zalesniak.
Oh, okay, yeah.
From one angle, he was playing at the ball.
Yeah.
He did make contact with Sebastian Cruz's head.
Yeah.
And in a try-scoring situation, then that probably should have been a penalty try.
Yes.
I saw a lot of things in the Raiders game that could have been penalties that they didn't get.
Oh, yeah.
There were quite a few forward passes, offside. There was a lot in there that I was like, oh, that could have been a penalty.
Yeah.
So I think...
the angle that they showed on the TV, when you're watching it, it was from the other corner. So Chris would be here, and then Zalesniak was coming this way. It looked like his hand just brushed his face and hit the ball out.
Yeah.
But when I watched the highlights just before, they had the opposite camera angle, and it did look like he's come in and...
Yeah, okay.
But Sebastian Cruz didn't react to it, didn't lie down or anything, and he seemed unaffected by it. So I guess it'll come around, and such is life.
Yep.
Sorry, Raiders, you got the rub of it this week. We all know
Gave Ricky something to do though.
He's got rose-coloured glasses. So the second game on the Friday night, Rabbitohs versus Broncos, Sunshine Coast Stadium, packed out, full house. Broncos just too good.
Too good.
Reece Walsh running a riot.
I don't like him, but he played well.
He played really well.
He had a great
I thought
game.
South were poor though.
They were.
Yeah, like...
Oh, they were. Cody Walker was off, making errors.
Yeah.
Cook, I've never seen him make errors like that. They were off.
Yeah.
But, you got to take advantage of it, and the Broncos did.
And Bronx didn't let up. Reece Walsh was having a bit of a spew in the back play there.
Yeah.
He had that big run, did the backflip after he scored the try, and then he was at the other end of the field. So, having a bit of a spew.
I've seen some young kids try and do backflips since then, though. So,
Oh, really?
Did Tony Staggs do one as well? Yeah.
Tony did one.
So,
he had a good game too.
Not only do you need to score tries, but now you need to learn how to do a backflip as well. The stakes are getting higher.
So I think I'm swapping the Broncos now.
Yeah, well.
No.
Change.
If you swap to the Broncos...
Controversy corner.
Tell you what, if the Broncos win the comp, I'll live in Queensland.
You already do that.
Anyway, Broncos, very convincing win over the Rabbitohs. Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, wow. Who saw this coming?
To be honest,
No.
No.
Titans versus Roosters. Roosters 36, Titans 18. I was so frustrated I actually turned it off and walked away until probably 15 minutes to go. Which is pretty much what the Titans players did. They showed up in the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So we did win the second half, 18 points to 6, but they went a full nearly 60 minutes, 30 nil. So
I did see a stat there where when Jaden Campbell wasn't on the field, it was like 30-0, whatever it was. And then when he was on the field, it was like 18-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's stopping those tries though.
Yeah.
Campbell.
No, they were all off. They're making errors and
it is so hard to get back possession
Yep.
and momentum when it's against you.
Yeah.
Because once you're defending it on that goal line, you just keep giving away penalties because you're just so under pressure.
Yeah. And it's hard to defend set after set.
And that's why you see these big leads at the first half blow it out because it's just so hard to get the game.
Yep.
The week before the Sharks Warriors, the Sharks finally turned momentum and Sean Johnson kicks a 40-20.
Yeah.
And then you just see everyone go, oh.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get back, I think.
Yeah. It's a game of attrition. 3 points to Aaron Clark, though. Had an absolute blinder.
Yeah.
He was so good. And he wasn't scared of giving lip back to Jared. They had something going on, Jared Hargraves. They had something going on, him and Aaron Clark.
I think Hargraves has a lip with about...
I think he's just that guy. Isn't
I know.
You need one. You need one. He's
well,
good.
Mick Innes was that man back in the day, wasn't he?
He's good.
The serial pest.
Yeah.
Jared's a lot bigger.
He's the only one that ever got under Cameron Smith's skin.
Yeah.
The only one. I mean,
and you could see it every time. Every tackle.
Only ever been in Cronulla.
Yeah. So, Roosters, well done. They needed the win. Do you think their season's back on track now? They're going to have a blinder getting there?
I think there's still a little bit to go. Like the first half was the Roosters of old, but the second half was very much to be desired.
Yeah.
And against a stronger team,
second game on Saturday, Knights versus the Storm.
Yeah.
Knights come away with a win, 26-18. They played really well.
Yeah.
Bradman Beast.
Bradman the Beast.
Bradman Beast mode.
Yep.
Ponga was
A couple of big hits in there. Nelson had a massive hit. He massive tackle, which you'd expect from someone that's 7.5 foot tall and 250 kilos.
Yeah.
There's a bit of it.
But yeah, the
I
Storm,
would not like to try and tackle that guy.
Yeah, but the Storm were actually leading 12-0 early on, and you honestly thought this could be...
It looked like they were going to blow it out.
Yeah.
Christian Welsh, to his credit, I don't know if you guys remember, he had that little comment when Newcastle couldn't beat Penrith. He's like, Newcastle couldn't beat them, they had nobody. And then the memes started to flow from there, and to his credit, he replied back saying, good game, we had nothing tonight. So good on him. You need some characters in the game. So that was good. And
Do you think that's a bit of a worry for the Storm or just a little speed bump on their road?
I honestly don't know where they're at.
Yeah. They've been like that all season though, haven't
Like,
they?
if you look at Hughes,
Yeah.
what's his name? Hughes and
Hughes.
Grant and Munster and Meany and Smith, Solomona.
Yeah.
They got players. Like, they should be doing better.
Meany's been pretty solid this
Meany's
year.
been great.
He's stepped up well. His kicking's on point.
Olam's a strike.
He's a tank.
So I can't understand why they're not performing. Craig Bellamy's the coach. What do you reckon?
Well, he said as much in the press conference as well.
Yeah.
They just didn't have the enthusiasm.
Yeah, they're going to have to turn it around. But I don't like the Storm that much, so...
I don't like them at all, but they still should perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, look, Knights, good on yous. Cowboys, Eels. It was so good seeing the Eels get pumped after what they put on the Titans last week. So, Cowboys is my third Queensland team with the Dolphins. Dolphins.
Yep.
Every
you
team's
get
my
to
favourite
choose.
team.
It's your team. Yeah.
They're all my teams.
Yeah.
Except Melbourne.
Except Melbourne. The other Queensland team.
But yeah, Cowboys played really well. Looks like Nanai's out for a bit. I think he got injured.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
In that game. That's just hearsay. I just saw something as I was scrolling through, doom scrolling. Well done. Sunday game, Panthers Bulldogs.
Oh.
Panthers rolled the Dogs 44-18.
Clinical until the end.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I fell asleep. So
wow.
I had it on, but after about 5 minutes, I fell asleep.
Well, it was Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it was Sunday afternoon.
My son's a Panthers supporter and he could barely sit on the couch.
Yeah.
He was so excited. They were going for a point a minute there for a fair chunk.
Asserted their dominance.
Cleary back, goal kicking well. I think they're going to be tough to beat.
Yep.
It will be interesting to see how they go. I think they are genuine contenders.
Yeah.
They have to be.
There's not too many, but they are one.
Yep. And then game of the round. Sunday, last game. Sharks versus Eagles. Sharks 26, Manly 30.
Flutters the Sharks.
It was 30-0 until about 15 minutes to go.
Yep.
And then Sharks scored 3 in a row.
Turned it on, and if Kennedy kicks out wide, we win the game.
Yeah.
But we were definitely not the better team. I think it doesn't suggest that on the scoreline, but I think our defence was better. There were a couple of really lucky bounces, really lucky passes. A lot of luck happened there. So I was happy, even though we got pumped.
Yeah.
I was happy with the performance. I think we can beat Penrith this weekend.
Oh dear. I heard that when they were down like 26-0 at halftime, Craig Fitzgibbon, he just walked into the dressing room and then he walked straight back out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
He wasn't happy.
Yeah, he
wouldn't
not
be.
happy.
I haven't heard him complain like the likes of Peyton and Stewart, but he wasn't happy with the refs. He said in the press conference. I've never heard him complain about the refs before, but he was like, I've got to talk to him about those decisions. So I'm not sure what they were, to be honest.
Can they actually talk to them?
They can talk to them afterwards. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I thought we were pretty disciplined.
Yeah, like that pass that Nico is accused of blowing up at the ref. It looked like the ball was very flat. You know, but it did look like it was backwards out of his hands, that's what they usually call for. Yeah. I think the problem is that doesn't seem to be any consistency between all of the umpires.
Well,
some will call it forward, some will let it
How
go.
often do you see a touchy make a call? That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they're calling forward passes all game, every game, fair enough. If she's chosen this moment to get involved.
Yeah, but how many times have you seen them put their flag up and then the umpire on the field doesn't do anything? Yeah. Just ignores it.
So, for some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
He also, I think someone said Sean Johnson, but Nico got pulled back for stepping over the mark, kicking for touch.
Yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
I have seen in recent weeks that they have done it. They've called the player back before they've kicked it. So they've said, no, it's back here. They've done it a couple of times when they've gone to play the ball.
Okay, so they might be,
So
I'd never seen it before. I was like, I've seen people walk 10, 15 metres.
Some have been like way off, but I have seen them. I do recall seeing them call them back a couple of times. So, and the Dolphins have won the bye round.
They got there. They're back on track.
They needed a break. The last few weeks have been very ordinary. I don't think it's danger signs, but if they don't, they're not making the 8.
I think 9-10 is a win for the Dolphins.
Yeah. First year.
Considering you've got Dragons and Bulldogs and Tigers who have been in the...
Well, now that the season's settled down too, we can see that, that if they make 9 or 10, then they'll be good.
I think so.
Yeah.
I always thought that would be a win.
Yeah. And if Roosters make 14 or 15, it'll be a win for me.
No.
After destroying the Titans on the weekend. Yeah. They just can't help themselves.
As a Warriors supporter, I'm just real happy they're in third.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
So, well, on that note, let's do the ladder. Young Jed, would you like to do the ladder?
Okay, so in first place, we've got the Panthers, followed by the Broncos, both on 32 points. And then that's followed by the Warriors, Storm, and Raiders, all on 28 points.
Yeah.
And then in sixth place, we've got the Sharks and Cowboys on 26. And then just in the eighth spot, we've got the Eels on 24 points. But I think they might be sliding a little bit more. So it might open up an opportunity for a couple of those lower teams to get up in there.
Yeah.
So we've got the Rabbits also on 24 points in ninth. And then that's followed by Sea Eagles, Roosters, Dolphins, all on 22 points. And then in 14th place, we've got the Titans. And then 4 points behind that, we've got the Dragons and the Bulldogs. And then the Tigers. We've got to give you the spoon now, I think.
I don't know. Look at the Bulldogs' points differential, minus 262.
Yeah, but can the Tigers win 2 games?
Well, they've got it in them. Like,
I don't know if
they beat Penrith at the start of the year.
Yeah, I don't think
any team can beat any team.
No, I don't think they've got 2 wins in them.
Well, maybe not next week. They've got 2 buys left, haven't they?
No, they have no buys.
Oh, sad.
They're
Yeah, they're done.
no, they're done.
No, you never know. You never know.
You
So before we get into this upcoming round, we've got to make a special note for our sponsors this evening. It's in a different position to our usual videos, and we normally start with the sponsors. Oh, I forgot about it. That's on me, sorry. So tonight's episode is our major sponsor, SAE Group.
Yeah.
What do they do?
What do they do, Jet?
They do solar.
Solar.
And batteries for your home or your commercial property.
Yep.
If you want a Tesla, give them a call. If you want solar, give them a call. If you want SunGrow, Sonnen, Solar Edge, Enphase, SunPower, Maxion, Seraphim, Goodwe.
Wow.
What else do they do? Off-grid systems. If you've got a shack out in the bush somewhere and you need a system for it, or you got a bus parked somewhere and you need a system for that, don't call them if you got a bus. But if you got a shack, give them a call. If you're building a designer home on the side of Mount Tambourine or something and you need to spend 150 grand, give them a call. They'll be more than happy to help you out. What's the number?
It is 1-300 182050.
saegroup.com.au. All right. This week. So, like we said earlier, we haven't got the team lists yet.
So the solar bet of the match, game of the round. So that would have been really cool.
Solar game of the match.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
All right.
Thursday night, Broncos Roosters. Roosters on a resurgence.
Roosters get pumped when they play Broncos in Brisbane.
Yeah, the Gabba.
Our record in Brisbane is not.
I don't think I've ever seen
you've never played them at the Gabba.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I confess something? I haven't seen the Broncos lose in Brisbane for like 4 years.
Yeah.
I've seen them play the Titans. I've seen them play the Raiders, the Roosters.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
Even when they got the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
They won.
Titans.
So anyway, you could have a go.
I don't think so. I think depending on what happens with their training this week and the judiciary, I think Broncos are going to be way too good.
It's a powers
I think Trent Robinson will have to get JWH in his office and say, look, I need you to get under Reece Walsh's skin. Really give it to him this week. Try and get him a bit more dissidence.
He'll have to go more.
Yeah.
He's going to have a big game.
Yeah, I know Victor Radley is back this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
How long will he last?
I'm hoping up until halftime.
At least half time.
Before he gets simped.
Yeah. Yeah. 40 minutes.
It would be funny if it was a joke, but it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's just going to happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, I think it'll be it should be a tough game, but I think Broncos will be too strong for the Roosters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Jed, with your St. George jersey on?
Yeah, this is just meant to hide that I'm actually a Roosters supporter.
Because haven't you washed your Roosters jersey since the weekend?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't actually. I need to get onto that.
So Broncos quite convincingly. Game of the round, Friday night. When I say that, that's with sarcasm. West Tigers versus Rabbitohs. Latrell is due to be back.
Out of Tamworth, so
What are you
in the
thinking?
game of the country, I think the Roosters will
The Roosters aren't
put
playing
on.
West Tigers.
What are they? What's that?
Rabbitohs.
Rabbits, right. Sorry, dyslexia I'm going with. Can't see pictures. Yeah, the Rabbits.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, Rabbits for the win.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty close.
You can't pick
West
the
Tigers were good. They played quite good last week.
against the Dragons.
Yeah, but still the Dragons were okay too. Zach Lomax, he was on fire.
Zach Lomax.
He turned up. A couple of
He
great
does.
plays. That try where he's like going this way, going that way, spinning around, and then put Ravalawa over in the
Nearly
corner.
scored off that. Did he score off the kick or nearly scored off the kick?
I think he did score
It
one.
went up, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
don't know.
Rabbits.
Rabbitohs. I'm tipping safe with the Rabbits, but
I think the next game is going to be a great game.
Really?
the second game on Friday night
Storm Eels.
in Melbourne.
Yeah. I reckon the Eels will show up.
It's usually a bit of fireworks.
Bit of fireworks.
Sean Lane is out though,
Oh, is he?
so
Did anyone see that injury?
oh yeah, it was disgusting. Oh,
Yeah.
he got, was it a knee or something on his arm in a tackle?
Yeah.
And just went, boop. His elbow went, boop.
Yeah, so I think he'll be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Mitch Moses has got hurt feelings from his from that massive hit that Val did on him. Did you see that hit?
Completely legal.
It was
apparently.
huge. He was at full speed, like he was like 30 metres away and just ran straight at him at full speed. And
So
smacked him.
Ainsley has come out
Yeah.
today with a video on why these tackles are bad.
Yeah.
He's calling them rushing in tackles.
Well, I would say that Val didn't make contact with Mitchell's head. Mitchell made contact with Val's
it was a
shoulder.
whiplash, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still... I don't know, if we
Yeah,
outlaw that, it makes it a real soft game. There's not
Well,
really
it's
much you can do, is there?
No, well, it's a contact sport.
Yeah.
You know, they say it's in the defender's obligation to make safe tackles.
Mm.
But, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, I can't tackle a guy because, you know, don't want to
Get
hurt him.
penalised, yeah.
It's contact sport.
So who wins?
Anyway, no one wins if that happens.
No, this game.
Oh, Storm.
Surely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
You
they
happy
come
with
out.
that?
They lost last week and I think they lose twice in a row.
Well, very rarely they lose twice in a row.
Especially in Melbourne.
Yeah. That will be a good one to watch, actually. First game on Saturday. Raiders Knights. GIO. Home game.
Look, I'm actually going to go for the upset here and go for Newcastle because I think that the Raiders, after that was a big and emotional roller coaster for them last week, and after the Newcastle got, you know, a big win against Melbourne, I think that they're going to carry it on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
I think in Canberra,
Yep.
I might have to go to the Raiders. I think the way they finished, so the Raiders, although they didn't win, they were still
Yeah.
on their way to win.
Yep.
So I don't think it was like they got totally humiliated.
I think Corey Horsburgh is in a bit of trouble, though, with one of his tackles. So
Oh, okay.
I think he might be confronting the
Fronting?
judiciary tomorrow.
Mm.
So I'm thinking, I'm thinking probably Raiders. But like what you said, if the Knights carry that,
Yeah.
you know, well, we've got.
I think if the Raiders are winning, they'll lose.
Yeah.
And if they're losing, they'll win.
Okay. Well, there you go. So
I
place
think
your
they
bets at
can't.
halftime.
I think if they're winning at half time, they're going to just drop off the radar.
Yeah.
But if they've
Okay.
got to chase the points, I think they've got them.
All right. There you go. Heard it first. Second Saturday game, Dragons versus Manly at Wollongong.
Oh.
Are you going to watch it?
No. Oh, no.
I think Manly have to win that one, I think.
Based on last week, I think they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will too.
Dragons got the win. They might be full of enthusiasm as well.
They might be. There might be a lot of points.
52-50.
Yep, Manly for the win.
Oh, there you go. What are you going Manly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement. Manly for the win for that one. Saturday night, Panthers versus
Shock
Sharks.
upset. Sharks to beat the minor premiers.
Sharks need to beat someone that's higher on the ladder than them.
And why not now?
They have to. Otherwise,
Our
they're
left
not.
edge has had a week. Our front rowers are back.
Yeah.
Hunt had a quick 10-minute game last week. He's going to be back. We've got Finucane back. So I think the Sharks are primed for a big game.
They have to win to prove that they are genuine contenders. For
I think I heard Lenu is out for the Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct or not. Have you heard that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think he got injured. And I think Liam Martin is injured as well.
Yeah.
So if we've ever got a chance,
there's a bit of go forward there. That's
yep.
I don't know. I'm thinking Panthers are going to be just too dominant for the Sharks.
If you tip, don't take mine. If you tip, don't tip the Sharks. That's for sure. But I'm going for an upset. It's going to be good.
What are you feeling, Jed, in your bones?
Panthers. Put a cricket score on them.
Ooh, cricket score.
All right.
Well, they got to start defending from the first minute this game.
Mindset.
Sharkies.
Well, it's easy to get a good mindset to play the top of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to do that.
Yeah.
You hear me? You should.
All right.
Yeah.
Sunday, Bulldogs versus the Dolphins.
Doggies.
Dolphins are the favourites. Really hoping that the Dolphins will win that one. I shall be tipping the Dolphins to win.
This game's up at Bundy too.
Oh, Bundaberg! Get out there.
Get
Shout
a
out
few-
regional Queensland.
Few ginger beers in them before the game.
Yep.
And
Have they ever had any games in Bundy before?
I haven't heard of it.
That would be massive. If you're in Bundaberg, we've got family in Bundy. Shout out to my Bundy family. Get out, watch that game. It's going to be a cracker.
Slater Oval. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Can the Dogs cause an upset?
I think Bulldogs do win this one.
Yeah.
Well, they did win the second half, I guess, against Penrith, and I think they're going to carry it on.
They put Maloney on the bench.
Oh, okay.
Not Maloney. What's his name?
Reid
the hooker.
Maloney?
Yeah, Reid Maloney. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's on the bench. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. He hasn't quite recaptured that form that he had.
Now Hodgson is gone. He retired. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw that.
He's
Medically
retired. Do you think he'll go back to the Eels?
Who knows?
I reckon he will.
Well, he's had major neck issues. I don't think he'll be going anywhere.
No, not him. Mahoney.
Oh,
Mahoney.
nah.
Mahoney.
How many years left on his contract? Isn't he signed with them next year?
Yeah.
And they've got some big names coming next year.
Yeah.
So,
They've had some big names every year the last 3 years. Hasn't helped.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, the guys they've blooded in this year will be good for next year.
Dogs for the upset.
Yep. Dogs for the upset.
Dolphins. Get your fins up.
The Dolphins will win for sure.
No. Hammer's going to have a blinder. They've all had a week off.
Yeah.
They're all fit. They're all firing. They're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Smash them doggies. Last game, Titans versus Cowboys at Seabus.
Yeah.
Cowboys. I don't think we've got it. Not after Cows last few weeks.
After Titans last week, it'd be hard to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tino's still out, suspended. I just think we just got to tough out the rest of the season until the new coach comes along, and then all the contract rubbish with Tino and Dave gets sorted out. Then they can get their heads back in it.
Dearden and Drinkwater. Gee, they're playing well.
That's what I mean. Cowboys. The only benefit is it's at Seabus, and Sunday night, which don't really mean anything.
It's a Queensland side.
Yeah. Queensland Derby.
I think
Really hope the Titans do come with an upset, obviously.
I'd like to see it. It's interesting. This could have been like 15 play 14 2 weeks ago. And now it's 7th play 14.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
You know, Cows are on the trot 6 in a row. So, you know, law of averages says they're due for a loss. But I don't know. They're just playing too good.
Yeah.
Yep. Cowboys for the win.
All right.
Warriors get a bye, so they'll definitely still be in the
Yep, definitely need
top
that after
3.
last weekend. So let's before we close out, let's talk about genuine premiership contenders. Seems to be a bit of a hot topic. We only got 6 rounds left, I think, or 7 rounds left.
Yeah.
Close to 5.
Top 8. How much movement do you think is left in that top 8? I think Rabbitohs are probably the only genuine one that will probably sneak back up in there.
Well, I'd like to start. I don't think the top 4's changing.
Yeah.
I think Panthers, Broncos, Warriors, Storm. Maybe the Raiders, but I don't see them sneaking in. So I think that's locked in.
Yeah.
I don't think the Knights will win enough games to get in the top 8.
Well, they're sort of like 10 down, sort of really at the point now where they have to win every game.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're below 14, like Titans, they would have to win every game, and also other teams would have to lose.
So 30 is about the top 8. You got to get to 30 points. So the Sharks and the Cowboys have only really got to win 2 games. I think the Cowboys still have a bye.
Yeah.
So I think they're only really going to win 1. So it'll be between the Eels and the Rabbitohs, I think.
Yeah. I think the top 3 is probably pretty solid. I think any 4 through 8 could potentially sneak into the top 4. I think Warriors have been too good. The question will be who gets minor premiership, and I think Panthers will probably get it this year, but Broncos
have a bye.
They get some good games.
They still have a bye.
Yeah, but look at their points differential.
Yeah, but the Panthers can't lose a game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and they're going to lose to the Sharks. So, look, as much as I think the Panthers are going to win the comp, I think the Broncos may get the minor premiership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you feeling, Jed? You feeling the Roosters?
I think we'll probably get about 9th or 10th, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll get into the...
So the question is, can the Eels stay in the top 8?
I think they will.
Tough run home.
Yeah, I know.
I think the Rabbitohs pip them. They're on the same points.
I think the
Rabbitohs...
I actually think, looking at that, I actually think Manly will actually get up into 8th.
Okay.
Yep.
Who drops out? Eels?
Yes.
I think the thing with the Rabbitohs is that they hinge a lot. They put a lot on Latrell being there.
Yeah.
And I think they're all hanging out for him to come back.
Yeah.
And he's been out for a long time. Like, he's had a lot of time off this
season. He's just got the presence, though.
Yeah, that's
when
it.
He's
that's
in
what
the
I mean.
side, he doesn't even have to do anything.
Yeah. So it all hinges around him. If he comes back this week, has a great game, and then can stay fit for the rest of the season, they'll be in the top 8 for sure.
I think they win more games than the Eels.
I think the Rabbitohs will get to 5th.
Yeah, okay.
Sharks will stay in about 6th. I think Cowboys... I think Raiders, if they stay in, they'll be at 8th.
Yeah. Well.
So it'll be...
But yeah, I honestly think that the only teams that can win the comp are probably Penrith, Warriors, and Storm. I think they're my only teams that...
You don't think Broncos will...
No.
You think they'll fold with the pressure?
Yeah, I think they might make it to the grand final, possibly, but I don't think they have the class to actually win a grand final.
I've got some...
Adam Reynolds.
He's got some...
He's won a grand final. I'm not. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
no?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I think they got more class than the Warriors. No
The
offense.
thing will
The
be,
Warriors.
yeah.
So you've really got, what you've got is some really good halfbacks.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
And if
Reynolds, Cleary, Sean Johnson, Jerome Hughes.
Yeah, and if
I'd
it's,
probably put Muster in there instead of Hughes.
yeah,
Those four
Yeah.
teams.
and it's really critical. Like if it stays like it is, Penrith will have to play the Warriors in the semis. So they won't actually verse each other.
Mm.
I think in the final,
Yeah.
it's impossible for it to happen.
Yep. Outside from there,
Yeah,
I don't think. I think the rest are making up numbers.
yeah. Maybe the Cowboys can make a run home. They're probably
In saying that, the Eels are still the only team that have beaten both Penrith and the Storm,
Mm.
except the Tigers.
Yeah, so the premiership, the premiers this year will be who they're up against
Yeah.
in the finals and who can come away with an upset.
Yeah. And the Eels can do it.
Yeah,
It's strange.
yeah.
They also got absolutely pumped by the Broncos one year.
mm. Well, Eels also pumped Broncos one year.
Yeah.
So,
Sharks Cowboys have had some great finals games.
mm.
Really good. So normally when we play each other, it's a good game.
You never know. It could be Broncos Cowboys do-over 2015 grand final rematch. You don't reckon?
No.
Who knows? We've still got 5-6 weeks. Well, let's end it there. We've all got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you have liked this video, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can stay up to date with all of our episodes.
Grab some solar.
Grab some solar.
Cool.
Tell them that we sent you.
Yep.
They won't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
outside
but
man.
Just say Matt.
Do it anyway.
Just say Matt sent you and they'll work it out.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it.
have a good one.
Good weekend for you coming up.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Yep. All right. See you next time.